Hi, this is Karen O'Brien, and I'm going to show you how to fix a corrupt elevation file. So we have this guy right here, elevation.pts. So the first thing that you're going to see is if you try to load this elevation data, whoops, I don't want to define the working region. I want to open it from the DTM points. We'll grab the very first one, and it says that there's an error reading line 1. There's a couple of things that can cause this to happen. Is there might be hidden data, but luckily this case is way easier. So what we have in this case is, I'm just going to open this in Notepad, is the tabs. These guys are tabs instead of spaces. And there's also some zeros in here that sort of surround the whole project. And I know there's some more in here. And it's funny because when I do this scrolling, I can't see them. But when I play back the video, I can see them. But I know there's a bunch in here. So, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to just click Control A and Control C and go to Excel and paste this data in here. Now, if your data didn't automatically convert from line to column, go to Data and then Text to Columns, and then put in the text, this tab or space delimiter or whatever you need, so that'll get your data into their 3 columns. Now just do this simple sort routine here, and yes, expand. Hang on a sec, I don't think it needs to be that critical. There we go. Yeah, don't use this one, it's a pain. And then we'll just come in. I don't know how many lines there are, so we'll just try to, okay, so it looks like several thousand lines of zero data, which is just not necessary. Unless you have an absolute reason for having that in there, get rid of it. Sorry, I meant to right click delete, not delete. Okay, now we can get this data back into the text file. So this is a very simple solution. Control Shift right arrow will take you to the right hand side of the column, and keep the Control Shift down, and down arrow will take you to the bottom. Copy, back to Notepad, delete, paste. Now we need to get rid of those tabs. I'm just making sure that there wasn't any extra lines down there. So copy a tab, or highlight a tab, copy it, Control H, Control C to copy the tab, Control H to, and you see that the tab is there, and then 2 spaces, and then replace all, and then File, Save, Close. Now we go back to File, New Project, whoops, File, New Project, from DTM Elevation, grab the elevation points and click Open, and do an adjustment, because usually the Y is a little lacking. The Y is usually a little wrong, so just do that. Slight adjustment and click OK, and click OK again, and you can see here that your points are good to go. Alright, so I will do that one more time with the other points file, because I'm sure it's the same issue, but I don't know if it has any zero data. So let's take the other points file and Control A, Control C. Yeah, it does. It has the zeros too. And then Excel, and then delete that old data, paste. That's going to go in because it has tabs. That went right in. And then C column, sort, and expand, and then we'll delete the first 4,000 lines or so. There it is. Okay, there we go. And then Shift, right click, delete, and then again you put your cursor in the first, Control Shift right arrow, down arrow, Control C, copy, and then back to here, delete, paste, and Control Home, copy that tab. Control Home just takes you back to that top row. Copy that tab, Control H, and replace it with 2 spaces, and replace all, and save. Control S and Control W to close, and then we're done with this too. And that's a very simple fix. So that's it. I'll go ahead and stop the recording.